Welcome back, Islanders! Yesterday we talked about how God is great. And do you remember what the number 1 has to do with God? Yes, there's only one God. Today's clue is about the letter in the alphabet. Now, can you find any letter around me? Yes, the letter O. And let's see if we can find a big O on our treasure map. Right here. See, there's the letter O. Well, I see that you're wondering about what letter O has to do with God. There's 3 big words that start with omni, about God, and what omni start with the letter. Right, it starts with the letter O. Omni means all. Did you know our God is all-knowing, all-powerful, and all-present? It's true, God knows all things. Nobody else knows everything, but only God knows all things. He knows where every star is. He knows how many stars are there. He even knows what's the top of every mountain and what's at the bottom of the ocean. He knows every word you ever have said and every word you ever will say. In fact, He even knows what you're thinking right this moment. And God has all the power in the whole world. Nobody else has all the power in the world, but only God has. He can make it everything. Also, He can heal someone who is sick or make someone's eyes work that are blind. He creates every animal and every person. He has all the power to do anything He chooses. And God is everywhere at the same time. Nobody else can be everywhere at the same time, but only God can be. He is with you always, wherever you are. There is nowhere you can go to get away from God. However, a man named Jonah found that out the hard way, that he cannot get run away from God. Let's get our Bible out of the treasure box and learn more about Jonah. Before we get into today's story, let's read today's verse. Behold, I am the Lord. Is anything too hard for me? Jeremiah 32:27. Alright, let's dive to today's story. Today's story starts with God telling Jonah to go to the place called Nineveh. Let's point over here, Nineveh, right here. God wanted Jonah to go there because it was a bad city, and the people did not know about one true God. So Jonah was supposed to go there and tell them God wanted them to turn from their sin. But Jonah did not want to go there. He did not care about the people who lived there. So Jonah decided to go to the Tarsus. Let's point over Tarsus, right here. Jonah paid some money and got on a boat to go to the Tarsus. But did God tell Jonah to go to Tarsus? No! God told him to go to the Nineveh. But Jonah did not listen to what God told him to do. While Jonah was on his way to Tarsus, God sent a big wind and storm on the sea. The sailors were really afraid. They thought the boat might break into pieces because the storm was so bad. They started throwing all the supplies off the ship to lighten the load. During this whole time, guess where Jonah was? Asleep! The captain went and got him up and told him to call on God. The sailors realized the storm had come because Jonah was trying to get away from God. Jonah knew God had sent the storm because he was trying to run away from God. But you cannot run away from God, can you? He always knows where you are. So Jonah told the sailors to throw him overboard and God would stop the storm. As soon as Jonah was thrown overboard, the storm stopped. Guess what happened to Jonah when he fell in the sea? God sent a big fish to swallow him. Jonah was there for 3 days and 3 nights. Do you think God knew Jonah was there? Of course, God knew because He knows everything at all times. He knows where we are, and He is even with each person all the time. Wherever you are, God knows, and He is there with you. So God knew where Jonah was, and God was with him, even though Jonah thought he was dying. But then he prayed to God, and God heard his prayer and commanded that big fish to throw Jonah up onto the shore. Let's take a minute and see what we can remember about Jonah's story. Here is the picture of God's power. He has power over the weather. He has the power to make it rain or stop raining, send a rainbow or make a beautiful sunny day. He has power to heal sickness. He has the power to come back to life. He has the power to forgive us when we sin. And He even has the power to make animals, plants, and people out of nothing. God is also everywhere at the same time. Bible tells us if we go to the highest spot or lowest spot, even the place across the world or anywhere, God is there with you. He is even deep down in the sea where Flip the Flapjack octopus lives. It is pitch black down there, but God knows where every creature is. God is so powerful that fish does what God's command to do. God can stop a storm. God can cause a fish to swallow Jonah, and God commanded throw him back up. God is almighty. Now, I've got a question for you. Do you think anything is too hard for God? No, nothing is too hard for God. As the Bible tells us, He can do anything He wants to do. God is almighty. He has all the might in the world. He is our amazing, all-knowing, all-powerful, always present God. And the great news is, He is also kind and loving and cares about us. So He always uses His power for our good. Now take out this worksheet from your Day 2 package. Jonah is stuck in the fish belly. Help Jonah find his way out of the fish. And here's the start sign. We have to go straight and make turns. Where should we go? Maybe another turn in here. Go straight and turn. Here's another turn to the right. Another turn. Make it straight. To the right turn. To the straight. To the left. And finally, Jonah finds his way out of the fish. Now, flip the page. Oh, I can see today's memory verse, but there's missing word, so we have to fill the missing word in here. Do you remember what is the word that Omni start with? Great, the letter O. So what you're gonna do is put letter O in each blanks. Behold, I am the Lord. Is anything too hard for me? Jeremiah 32:27. Once you're done, it should looks like this. Here we go. Now let's read one more time. Behold, I am the Lord. Is anything too hard for me? Jeremiah 32:27. You guys did a good job today. Awesome. Before we finish today's lesson, let's review. How much does God know? He knows everything. How much power does God have? He has all the power. Where is God right now? He's everywhere with you and me. It is time to say goodbye. Please remember that God is with you all the time and He is willing to help you when you need His power because He knows where you are and He is with you. Thanks, Islanders. See you tomorrow. Bye!